welcome back to my channel. So Victoria's Secret runway show just happened, and I'm sure all of you guys watched it. I definitely watched it while eating Wendy's chicken nuggets and some french fries. I was just like, look at her body, oh my god. I tweeted if I should do a tutorial and you guys were like, duh. So I was like, okay. So I actually researched the makeup artist who had the idea for what the girls were all gonna be wearing, and it was so simple, pretty easy to achieve. Basically, his whole theory was just to enhance their natural beauty, which isn't hard because they're like aliens. And of course, Victoria's Secret people wear like a crap load of bronzers, so that's what I did. And I'm also gonna show you guys how to do the hair for the runway show. It actually looked better before, but as you could tell from the intro, I had like the fan going for my shots and I was like all in slow-mo getting real Beyonce. It'll look better in the tutorial. So if you guys are interested in this tutorial, then keep on watching. Alright guys, I'm going to start this look off by prepping my skin. I'm using this Nourish Organic Renewing Eye Cream just to hydrate my under eye area. Next, I'm going to use this Tarte primer, which is the best primer of all time, and I'm going to rub that all over my face. And for my chapped lips, I'm using this NYX Cosmetics Butter Lip Balm in the shade Marshmallow just to hydrate them. I'm mixing my MAC Studio Fluid and a little bit of my Estee Lauder Doublewear just to get the correct color for my skin tone, and I'm applying that all over my face with a Morphe, I believe this is a Morphe G2, yeah. And now I'm using my NARS Creamy Concealer, and I'm just going to pat that into my under eye with the same brush and set it with a little bit of Banana by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now to highlight, I'm going to be using this cream highlighting palette by Sleek Cosmetics, and I'm just going to use my fingers and pat that onto the high points of my face, so on top of my cheekbones and down the bridge of my nose and on my cupid's bow and a little bit on my forehead. I'm starting off by using this cream just to give my skin more of a luminous look like the Victoria's Secret models, and I'm also applying that to the cupid's bow as well. Next, I'm just going to apply a little bit more highlighter because enough is not enough with a Victoria's Secret look, and this is my Mary Lou-manizer by the Balm. Alright, so now we're going to go in with a ton of bronzer. This is Matte Give Me Sun, and I'm applying this everywhere the sun would naturally hit me, basically all over my face except for where I highlighted, and this is just going to give us that Victoria's Secret glow. And I'm also going to apply it into the crease because the makeup did not have a transition shade in the crease. I'm just using this to define my socket a little bit more. I've been loving this City Color Sunset Bronzer lately. I've been applying it almost every day over my normal contour and bronzer, and it just gives the most luminous, bronzy effect. I love it, so I'm going to apply that everywhere I applied my bronzer. This also captures the light really beautifully. And I've been using the Morphe G8 brush to apply all the powders. The Victoria's Secret girls had baby pink cheeks, so I'm taking the pink from my Pinup Girl palette by Tarte and applying that just to the apples of my cheeks. And that is the face completed. Now it's time to move on to the eyes. I'm using this Millani brow gel in clear and just grooming my brows quickly with that. And then my Anastasia Brow Wiz in chocolate. They didn't have super defined brows. Actually, the makeup artist said he only wanted to fill in where it was sparse. So for me, that's the whole second half of my brows. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill that in just so it's nice and even. And then I'm taking my MAC Girl Boy Brow Gel, which is a light colored brow gel, just to lighten up the brow. Now I'm taking the shade in Topaz by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm using a MAC 217 to pack that all over my lid and slightly blend it into my crease. They didn't have much eye makeup, they just had a really nice bronzy shade and no transition shade in the crease. That's why I used the bronzer, just to give a little bit of definition. And I'm also going to run that on my lower lash line. Next, I'm taking Brownie by Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is a slightly darker bronze shade, not too much darker, and just applying that to the outer corners of our eyes to give a little bit more dimension. For the inner corner, we want a highly pigmented product, so I'm using this CAILYN Cosmetics Mineral Eye Polish in the inner corners of my eyes to brighten them up, and I'm also going to put it just in the center of my lid to capture the light, and a tad bit on the brow bone. I'm taking Deep Brown by Anastasia Beverly Hills and an angled brush, and I'm just going to pack that onto the lash line on the outer portion of my eye. And they did not have black eyeliner this year, and they didn't really wing it out either. They just kind of gave definition to the outer portion of the eye. I did notice a couple of girls wearing winged liners, but I think that they're OGs, so they let them do that. To define my lashes a little bit, I'm using the Tarte Light Camera Lashes Mascara, and I'm just going to apply that to the top and bottom before I apply my and for false lashes, I'm using the Social Eyes Lashes in Minx. This is my first time using this lash brand, but I really love this style. They just look really flirty and feathery, and I really like that, especially for the Victoria's Secret look. For the lips, the girls had a very natural flesh tone color with a slight pink undertone. So I'm using this LA Girl lip liner in Natural, and I'm lightly applying that all over my lips. And then I'm just going to kind of dab it away with my finger because you want it to be as natural as possible. And for a gloss in the center of the lips, I'm using Sigma's Dazzling Lip Vex. Now moving on to the hair, you want to protect your hair from any heat damage. I'm using the Sexy Hair Blowout Heat Defense Spray and applying that all over my hair. So you want to just take half your hair up just to get it out of the way, and then pick up 1 to 2 inch sections and wrap them around a barrel. I'm using my Bellami 6-in-1, and as you guys can see, I'm holding it downwards, and I left the end of the hair out of the curl so it has more of a natural bend. Not so much a big curl, because this year they said they wanted just the hair to have a little bit of organic bends. That's the words they used. So I'm just quickly going through and doing the same process over and over again.
There's no rush for you to blink. With your eyes closed and me as your pillow, feels as though you were made to fit me. Through your gentle breath, I exhale my stress. I know.
Now to give my hair that messy, textury feel, I'm spraying this spray by Bumble. It's just a texturizing spray, which I find works really good with my hair, especially now that I got the Brazilian blowout and it's making my hair super flat, which I'm not a fan. But yeah, so now I have more texture, and that's the hair done. Alright guys, so that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of the Victoria's Secret runway show. And also, if you liked this video, be a friend and give it a thumbs up. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. 3, 2, 1. My baby don't mess around. Welcome back. Because she loves me so. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Get out right now. Oh, Jesus, girl. When this I know for sure.